Evening, everybody. Philly Soccer Page Postgame Show. I'm Mike Servideo here with Greg Orlandini tonight. Union win 2-0 against Houston Dynamo. Fafa Pico and Ilsinho scored the second goal. 2 assists for Chris Pontius. Union now 3 wins on the trot. 4 games unbeaten. 5 games unbeaten. 4 shutouts in a row.
There you go.
So let's talk a little bit about this. 2 goals tonight. 2 assists from Chris Pontius. First goal, Fafa Pico elevates above 2 Houston center backs and heads in. I love seeing a 5'7" guy head in.
Probably the smallest guy on the field.
Yeah.
Showing his ups. Looked great on the goal. Both goals were team goals. You know, a lot of good movement, passing, a lot of one-touch movement. We saw that a lot in the game. The Union was moving up and down, up the field, a lot of one-touch passing.
Yeah.
And both goals I thought were team goals, and both had really, really nice finishes.
Yeah, you know, I agree. I think there's definitely a confidence about this team after the previous 2 wins, moving the ball around a lot better. Ilsinho slots in at the 10 again for the second straight game, and it seemed like the Union were off to the races again.
Is he the ideal number 10? Probably not, but he's giving you something the other guys that played in that position aren't. He's giving you time on the ball. He's giving you some movement out of the ball and ability to go one-on-one with people. So this is the perfect situation. You also worry, Ilsinho's never been a 70, 80, 90-minute player. He came out at the 64th. Still coming off that illness.
I mean, you almost don't mind it when the Union's up 2-0 though. You see you see Warren Creval come in, and then Ali Bedoya gets pushed up a little higher. Yeah. I don't think we want to see Ali Bedoya in the 10 to start a game, but when the Union's up 2-0 and he's out there breaking things up a little higher up the field, I think you can be happy about that.
That's not a bad thing to do. And Creval looked good coming in, just kind of sweeping up and breaking up plays as he does. He's very very athletic and run for you as long as you need him to, and that's kind of what he did when he came in.
Union shutout streak at almost 350 minutes. It's 4 straight clean sheets for this team. With the back line in 3 games in a row now of Fabinho, Onyewu, Elliott, and Gaddis.
I wouldn't guess that.
No one saw that one come in. Jim Curtin didn't seem to favor too much squad rotation in his postgame there. Do you think we're going to see that same back line again on Saturday?
I think we are. Ray came out of the game. That was more for the yellow card, and the refs were saying,
he was getting close.
He does something else wrong, he's going to be gone. So you want to protect your guy, and you don't want to lose him for more than 1 game. But Jim doesn't rotate the squad. He didn't do it last year. He said in the press conference today, he's like, it's philosophically, it's not what I do. You see teams in the bigger leagues, they can't do it because they're a little deeper. They have more money. They have 2 guys at each position or whatever. I mean,
you have to look at the squad and think that there are a couple of guys that can come in and start if you wanted to. If you wanted to rotate some guys in the back line, Richie Marquez is healthy. Keegan Rosenberry came off the bench tonight. So, I think there are options there. It was weird for him to say that for me.
I'm not saying, you pull out 6 guys. I'm saying possibility 1 or 2 guys come out. Maybe Herbers gets to start in place of Pontius, even though Pontius is playing really well.
Yeah.
But he went the full 90, so maybe that's a situation to look at. And like he says, he leans pretty heavily on the performance staff of the Union, and they track these guys. They know kind of when they start hitting the red line and when they might need to be rotated. So I think you're going to see basically the same team on Saturday. Let's
talk a little bit about Chris Pontius because you mentioned him. 2 assists on the night. He got engaged earlier in the week. He had an assist last week. It seems like that move out to the right has really just, it suited him really well.
It really has, and he mentioned that when he was talking to the reporters that's kind of how the Union does it. They have that. They kind of push up on the right, and the guys in the middle and the left are your finishers. And he was on the left last year, so he got on the end of a lot of balls. Now he moves over to the right. He he can cut inside on his left side. He can dish the ball inside. He can take a shot. He's not taking a ton of shots yet, but you think that's going to come. That he's going to get some more looks at goals. It's he was really struggling earlier in the year, and this move to the right really kind of woke him up.
Yeah. All right, I think we can wrap up there. Union play again on Saturday night, 3rd game in a week, welcoming Western Conference bottom dwellers, Colorado Rapids. Another chance to pick up 3 points. We'll be back here on Saturday. I'll be back here on Saturday night. We'll be missing you, unfortunately, but we'll catch you then.